All right, let's return to studio and continue with Morning at NTV as we enter the final bend of the program this 7th day of June. We are looking, or rather taking note, of moving towards a cashless society. Now, many of you today don't have cash in the pocket. It's not because you are broke or poor, but the money is in the bank, the money is on a credit card, the money is on mobile money, and you are comfortable doing transactions through that way. There are some of us in this country, in Africa, that still feel good holding the cash and being able to transact the business of the day. But a cashless society is convenient and secures an alternative to the physical. The benefits are numerous, and faster transactions reduce costs and the risks associated with having money. Now, there are sector players who are coming up with innovative technologies to help us be better at being cashless without necessarily feeling cashless. Well, Herbert Brian Matovu is a legal administrator at Impartial World and is here to talk to us about how we can be cashless but have cash in a way. What is the cashless economy all about?
Oh yes, Chris. Good morning, our viewers. Like you've already introduced me, Matovu Brian Herbert. I'm in charge of legal and administration at Impartial World.
Yes.
Chris, the cashless economy is about creating convenience. Convenience and cost effective. Chris, I don't know if you know that the central bank spends over 100 billion Uganda shillings to create to print money, this paper money that we throw around every day. So can you imagine using money just to print money?
Yeah, interesting there.
So that's why the cashless economy and transactions come in, to see that we reduce the cost that we use to print this paper money. So that when I have my money on my bank account, on my credit card, I don't need to withdraw it, or I don't need to have it in cash before I can do the transaction.
That's right.
Yes, and we thank the government. Previously we had issues about the legal framework for the cashless transactions, but now the government has enacted a law, the National Payment Systems Act, to legalize and regulate these cashless transactions that are coming on board.
Okay, if somebody already has a credit card, somebody is using mobile money, effectively it's being cashless. But now Impartial World is outing an app that adds to the already convenient aspects of being cashless, but with money, in order to go about with transactions. If I'm seated at home and I have mobile money, and I also have a card for money in the bank that I can go to the ATM, what is an app for?
You see, the beauty with the app and why the app, Impartial World is about convenience in providing services.
Okay.
So you may have a money on your credit card, but when you're going to a shop downtown, not every shop is going to accept the credit card.
That's right.
Two, there are service providers under the small, medium enterprises, and what we do is we provide them a platform where they can upload their different services, and then the clients can be able to make transactions to these small and medium enterprises through the Impartial World app, using the Impartial World wallet. So we are bridging the gap that even somebody who cannot afford to have a credit card can be able to do a cashless transaction using the Impartial World wallet to a service provider who may also not be accepting the card.
Okay.
Yes.
When you talk about SMEs, the people, for example, in Chikubo, they might readily accept mobile money. They might also readily, for some who have been to China and they do cross-border trade, they could accept the credit card. But in a world right now that has so much fraud to it, what are the safeguards when it comes to using an app like the one that Impartial World is putting out there?
Yes. The safeguards that we have for this particular app is we operate our payment system through regulated payment system aggregators. So we have a license to
Okay.
operate the payment system. Because of the law that Uganda enacted, the National Payment Systems Act,
Yep.
you cannot operate a payment system
Without a license.
without a license. So
Okay.
the safeguard is we are duly licensed to operate the payment system that we do, and also in case of you don't expect to be defrauded on this app, because we verify every service provider who comes on board. Before you come on board, the basics that you must have is at least a trading license.
Okay.
So if you're in possession of a trading license, we definitely know that you are legally doing whatever you say you are doing.
So in other words, Impartial World partners with service providers so that those who are using the app can access those services. Just give me an example. If I'm seated home and I have the Impartial World app and I want, for example, what are some of the services I'll be asking for on the weekend? Laundry.
Yes.
I want somebody to come and do my laundry or dry cleaning. I don't have to carry my jackets. Does that happen?
Yeah, definitely. What happens on the app is you simply get onto your app as a client. You search through for the laundry services.
Okay.
Dry cleaning services. So you will find a variety of service providers whom we have verified to provide the laundry and dry cleaning services. So you order depending on the price ranges, because the price ranges are also included thereon. You make an order, and this particular service provider will receive a notification that somebody has ordered for your services. The moment he receives the notification, he will accept the order, and then you get in touch. You can even chat on the platform.
Okay.
Come and pick the clothes and go and do the dry cleaning, deliver them back, and then you make the payment as soon as the service has been fully done.
Okay, I hope you can also order some barbecue on the weekend and somebody does bring in that roasted steak. Well, talking about entrenching the cashless economy, of course it's something that the global economy has embraced already. In Africa, we still have those challenges here and there, including fraud. I do not know what projections we have in terms of financial tech innovations. This is one of them, but what is your look at the next 10 years for Uganda?
Well, we have so many fintech apps that are coming on board, and in the next 10 years, I see Uganda, well, the adoption of the cashless economy has not been so good at the moment. But then in the next 10 years, if we improve on a few policies, I see Uganda at least 50% going cashless.
Okay.
At least 50%.
All right. Okay. Lastly, how do I get the app?
Well,
it's on store?
The app is...
Let me simplify things here. I might want some breakfast after the show.
Yes.
Katogo. All right, last word.
Yes, the app is on App Store and the Google Play Store. You simply download and install it on your mobile device, and you can be able to access whatever services you so wish to access.
All right. How about Brian Matovu, legal administrator at Impartial World, a company that is making inroads in providing cashlessness, but you don't go broke. Some of us have been entering to think that when the cash is not in the wallet and you can feel a bit of it, then you are in a bit of trouble. No, you can go cashless and still continue to go about life very comfortably. That will do it for this edition of Morning at NTV. It's been a pleasure having your company on behalf of my colleague Priscilla, Regina Naloga, and for the team that is behind the scenes ensuring this is going on smoothly Monday to Friday. It's always good to have you guys have our back, and I hope we also do a pretty good job in ensuring that your work is not in vain. Have a nice day. We'll see you guys tomorrow.